Yeah, so as I was saying, I have had no luck in these I think they're called like classic stages.
Yeah, where you get no jetpack.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've been having no difficulty at all in Mario 64, but
Yeah,
for some reason in these stages,
yeah.
like Mario is just deciding not to comply at all with me.
I think some of the other challenges too is you can't play this game with a GameCube controller. You got to use
Oh, it
the
doesn't
joy.
it doesn't
No,
okay.
nope. No, even if you have the GameCube adapter, you have to use the Joy-Cons, you have to use the Pro controller, and it's not the same because I mean that's part of the problem too because the the triggers, it's all or nothing here with the Switch, whereas the GameCube trigger, you can push it a little bit, just like a little bit of water squirts out, so you
These
don't
have
have
pressure sensitive stuff too.
it's not it's nowhere near the depth, the range that it was on the Cube controller. So that's not going to help either. But yeah, these levels were always a bitch. I remember playing these levels on Cube back in the day when this game first came out, and just having a hell of a time. Oh yeah, see, I think the developers were like, you know what, we need some challenge in here. Let's get rid of the
And the
jetpack hover.
yeah, the thing that sucks is I can get to every single level basically where you get the stars where it's like, okay, now you lose your jetpack, and I can get to exactly there, and
Yeah,
then immediately I'm just like, okay, I can't get any more shines in the level because there's like a bunch of like area, like almost all of the shines. It's like you have to get a shine for the level to like evolve in a way to
yeah,
unlock the next shine.
more stuff exactly.
So a lot of the time it's just like, okay, well, I can't progress in the level because I need to get that shine to unlock the next thing, or even if I don't, I don't know how to get the next shine because I'm an idiot.
Right. Oh, you got way low. Wow, you got so lucky right there. You almost fell off twice. But the reason why, so I bought Mario 3D Collection here day one because I'm like, why not? Even though I still own all the original games, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Odyssey, or not Mario, well, Mario
Is
Odyssey
it
is
gonna
also on
come
Switch, but
back?
I guess not. So you're probably screwed.
No, here it comes.
Oh, there it comes. It just got to go way up. And so I was like, man, should I plunk down another $60 even though I own all these games and I've beaten them at 100% on their original hardware? I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess I got to do it because it's Nintendo and that's just like what I do, and I have a problem and I can't say no. And I'm sure I'm not the only one with that problem. But for me, this game or this collection really is pretty much unplayable because I am an invert Y axis user. So when I press back or down, I want the camera to go up and vice versa. Whereas there's no camera
What
like
the
how do you
fuck? I just hit a jump button and Mario was like, "Nah, I'm good."
that's where you died last time too, yeah. But how my question two questions is number 1, how can you release a game in 2020 even though these games are just being emulated without like a commercially released game without having camera options? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like the first thing you implement in any option screen in any game ever is how do you want to turn the rumble on and off? You want to invert the X axis, you want to invert the Y axis. Do you want to get rid of motion blur, screen shake, these things. It's a common
Uh,
thing.
I'm impressed that there was anything done to that. Even like the button mapping was changed.
Yeah, and then even like Nintendo's like, "Oh, it has a music player. You can listen to all the music in the game, but the music player sucks. Like you just hit the the play button and you can't fast forward, you can't pause it. It's just play
Oh, I didn't
and
know it was
go.
that bad.
There's nothing. It's the most bare bones music player
Uh,
ever, like that you can implement. It's just you just hit play and it goes. There's
I
no
guess what is it? The like with those platforms that are spinning around, like you weren't supposed to see those lines, like the paths
Oh
that
yeah,
they take.
they're
That's
yeah,
like an emulation. That's like a known emulation error with certain emulators, and people are like, "Yeah, that's something you should have taken care of. That's like a VSync error."
right. Yeah, there's been there's like platforms and stuff I've seen this too. Yeah, where like they shouldn't rise as fast or they shouldn't move in this exact way or something like that from the original hardware. But my whole camera issue thing actually originated back when they released Zelda Wind Waker in HD on the Wii U. You could not invert the camera there either. And again, a third person action adventure game, if you can't invert the camera, man, you're just I mean, it's an unplayable game for me, but how can you not include an option to invert the camera? It just blows my mind. I don't understand how you could do that. So that's what pisses me off about this compilation. I was looking forward to playing Mario, but now I'm like, "Oh, I can't play these games
Yeah, it's cool,
because
Mario.
my
You don't have to fucking jump at
yeah,
all.
and don't jump. Don't worry about that either." Was it three deaths in the same spot, same exact platform?
There's some weird stuff that I've had him do, like that I never really remember like being an issue before. Like he doesn't always do a triple jump.
Did you play Mario Sunshine back in the day on your cube?
Um, I gave up on Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did.
Mario Sunshine is vastly more difficult than 64.
Yeah,
Uh,
agreed.
it was like the GameCube was the thank you for supporting us on N64. We realize that this is an older target demographic. Kind of like, yeah, you were probably kids. Like they acknowledged that like the audience was probably kids with the N64, and like now you're minimum teenagers, probably adults with the GameCube. Excuse me. So that you were allowed to grow up. So like the
Yeah,
games were more difficult, but it
Nintendo even said that they kind of had to rush this. They wanted another, 6 months to a year, but they kind of had to put it out because at the time the cube was getting their asses handed to them, and all they had was like a Luigi's Mansion. Like they didn't have like a killer great Mario system seller of a game, so they rushed it. And they even the developers were like, "Yeah, we kind of wish we can go back and we had a little bit more time," but they
here's the
were
funny thing: they
pressed.
had more time. They could have gone back.
No, they yeah, they when they re-released this, they could have gone back and changed some things, fixed some things, but that was their opportunity. But and what's up with the limited? I don't understand that. Like, why do that? Well, Nintendo specifically said like, yeah, we're only going to make like so many copies of this game physically, and it's only going to be available digitally until March.
Did they say it was
20,
only limited until March?
yeah, it was like they're gonna remove it from the eShop. I believe it was March to 2021. Some
Really?
like the end.
Why?
Yeah, that's my question. Like, why? I don't know if they're doing that to like artificially create a demand and try to make everybody buy a Switch now and buy this game now just because.
Probably because they're going to announce the Switch 2,
Well,
or
yeah,
it's going to be like with Super Mario what was it? Super Mario All
Galaxy
Stars, that
2.
they released
Yeah.
a second version of it that had Super Mario World on it.
The only thing, right? Or the only thing is, I mean, this is kind of digging deep, but like they would remove it because it's no longer the 35th anniversary. But that doesn't mean anything because they're just celebrating the 35th anniversary. It's not like they're, like it's in the title screen is like the 35th anniversary collection. No, it's just the Mario 3D
Yeah,
collection.
it says
You know,
nothing about that.
it says nothing about that. So like I'm trying to think of a reason why, other than they just want to create artificial demand. I don't know.
I
So
didn't know they were
people can
removing it. That seems insane to me.
yeah, I don't, I don't know, I don't know.
Well,
I'm
I
sure this
just
game has
fucked that.
sold them. You just fell right through the platform.
No, I missed that platform. That was me. That was
But yeah,
entirely my fault.
These are the rough levels. Taking away your jetpack, so you can't use the hover blast that you kind of take for granted. Like, oh, this jump's a little bit hard. No worries. I'm just going to hover a little bit, and I'm done.
Yeah, and it's gone forever now.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I miss that. Now that it's
Out of
gone.
the out of the out of the 3 games, which one, like, which Mario game would you say is your favorite, or which one don't you like, or which one you like because of
I
a certain
fucking
reason?
hate Galaxy. That is super unpopular opinion. I
Okay,
know a
why?
lot of people loved Galaxy.
Yeah,
Um, I I fucking hate that game. Always hated that game. Um, I think the entire world, him being on a circle, uh, world thing is
yeah.
uh like disorientating as hell. Uh, I I really don't think that there was fuck
Uh,
life.
you got to go to a different platform, maybe.
Yeah. I don't think there was a lot of reason. I don't know. I didn't like that game. Everyone just seems to really love Galaxy and Galaxy 2 especially. I really just I never liked those games. Uh, ever. Um,
I thought they played well on the Wii with the Wii remote and the nunchuck combo. I honestly I haven't played it yet on here in my 3D collection because I was so upset about not being able to play Mario
they
Sunshine with inverted
they
camera.
play. I honestly think the motion controls on this are better than on they were on the Wii. That said, I still think that they're gimmicky and bullshit. And I don't think it's a good game.
It's gotta there's for Nintendo release these 3 games and to not release Galaxy 2,
I think they're gonna. I my theory is that it's gonna be $20 DLC.
that's you're right. It's gonna be something like that. Will they save it for like some other kind of a Mario compilation anniversary? Maybe they'll save it in the hopper for the 40th anniversary. Who knows? But
All right, I'm
to
leaving
not,
this level.
yeah, I was gonna say if we could leave the level or play Galaxy, even though you hate it so much. But
You just watch my. Yeah, yeah. I'll do anything else. Um, like I said, I get to any of the shines that are the excuse me, the secret of, and I instantly am just like, well, I guess I'm not getting any more shines here.
I remember this stage. You got
Yeah, it's the one with the octopus. Everyone remembers the stage.
the octopus. You got the oil spills. Yeah, see how you can just cover so much ground with that hover
Yep.
blast. And this was the first game to introduce Bowser Jr.
Correct. This is basically his game.
This is basically his game, yeah,
What the
because he
fuck?
impersonate. Oh, you ran out of.
I didn't though.
Oh, you didn't know you still had plenty of water. What I'm talking about, yeah.
You're definitely right about the GameCube controller.
It's so yeah. See, like that's another thing. Like one, how can you not have camera options? Number two, why the fuck wouldn't you just include GameCube controller support? Everybody's using them for Smash. Like, use it. You have a wonderful opportunity to just
why
implement
why doesn't it like support the GameCube controller?
that.
That's
It's so dumb. Like Okay, you know what? If you're not going to support GameCube controller at launch, still work on it and include it
That
later,
just
like
it
now.
seems like I thought that was just
I
native
would.
for
I
most.
No, no, it's no. And what's dumb is if you have to turn on your Switch. You know, you hold down like the power button on your Joy-Con or your Pro controller, the system wakes up. But then if you just hit the A button on your GameCube controller plugged in to a GameCube USB adapter, you can walk through the menu, the main menu of the Switch using your GameCube controller, because I do it all the time when I play Smash Brothers. So why can't you just select the damn game and just play Mario 60 or Mario 64? Well, Mario 64 actually wouldn't be that bad.
You
I think with
can
the
play
GameCube
Mario
controller.
64 with a GameCube controller.
I don't think you can. I don't think.
You absolutely on an N64 are able to do it.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
There's an
not here. Yeah, yeah.
N64 to fucking GameCube
You
adapter you can get.
yes, yeah, but not natively. Not
Not
like
natively, no.
yeah, not like I just want to like it's so stupid and bizarre. Like patch it in, Nintendo. Come on.
Like,
Show. I
I
mean,
get
that's
if they were like, yeah, it's not going to work for Mario Galaxy because you have to shoot those
right.
fucking
Sure.
sprites.
Totally get it. That's fine. But like
I
you
get it.
have the
People are dumb and
opportunity.
they. But like, you're right about like how Mario moves, and it's just like pushing him. It's
It's
like
yeah,
there is a subtlety of movement with him that still does exist on this controller, but in the GameCube controller, there were like notches in the
yes,
controller that you could
right.
feel. So
Exactly. Yeah,
you
it doesn't.
like
Yeah,
sort of knew when you were gonna make him walk, and like where walking was, where running was. And this, it's just sort of it. Like I feel like when I tap the controller, sometimes I'm making Mario like lunge
yeah,
places.
yeah. It's a little more all or nothing. You kind of lose some of the subtlety. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be as accurate.
Um. I definitely there are definitely times that I just feel like I'm just like instead of just like okay Mario's just gonna slowly walk over here.
Oh,
Fuck.
bitch. The problem with these levels too is there are no checkpoints. I mean, you got
Yeah.
to beat the whole stage in one go.
Yeah.
And that could be pretty frustrating because I mean, you could see in the distance how many of these just floating platforms there are.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it's like sometimes I'll tap the controller and it feels like it's the same amount that I tapped it last time. And it's
Yeah.
instead of just like last time, it's how much I tapped it. And he just moved like a fraction of an inch. But this time he's lunging over like 3 fucking feet. And it's like, I don't know if it's because like he's fucking on a moving platform or something, or what's going on, but it's like I never felt when I was playing this on the GameCube, I never felt like I was completely out of control of Mario.
Hmm.
I never felt like that.
Yeah.
And now I constantly feel
Ah.
like I'm just not in control of him. Do you know what I'm like? Do you feel the
Yeah.
same
Oh,
way
yeah.
or
That's yeah, yeah. That's my whole point. Is like because the GameCube controller, whether it's the analog stick,
and I
whether
don't
it's the
know if it's like
triggers,
because it's
it's not the same.
emulated or
Emulation, it's just the hardware is just not the same. I mean, it might be close, but it's not going to be. So if you can just implement freaking GameCube
and what I
controller
the
support,
funny
it's
thing
just
is
so
Mario.
dumb.
Oh my god.
And see
Okay, we're
what the
done.
hell
We're
is
done with
it? Yeah.
this.
Oh man.
The one thing I have to say, what we're gonna go to Mario 64. There have been a couple of times in Mario 64, or actually we've been going for about 20 minutes.
No, you just play
Okay.
one level quick in Mario
Sure.
64.
One of the funny things about Mario 64 is I've noticed that it loses like the V-sync, like the sharpening sometimes. Like if shit's going too fast.
Hmm. I
Uh
know they redrew Mario's eyes. Like so it's like more HD now, so it's not like just kind of a blurry mess. So they
oh yeah,
redrew
like if you
just
look
a
though,
couple of
his
textures.
ass looks wrong. I know that's a weird fucking thing to say, but if
Well,
you
you
look,
just
Mario's ass looks entirely
you
wrong.
stared his ass literally the entire game.
You look
So
at his ass the entire game, so it's hard not to notice when his ass is wrong.
I know the speedrunners are kind of upset because you can't do
Oh, the
reverse
the zero.
long jump.
Well, that's a big deal.
Yeah, so speedrunners, I guess, who cares, because they can always boot up their system. That's what the original game was for, right? But
Well, and it's kind of funny because I have a friend of mine who I know I've told this story on stream before, but I had to tell my mother. My mother used to her favorite thing to do was to uh, buy me video games at yard sales.
oh,
Uh,
sure.
and she would buy me video game systems. And at one point, I literally had to tell her, "You have to stop buying me N64s."
How many did you have at one point? Like at your peak?
Five. Like I
Whoa.
legitimately had five N64s, and I guess they're worth like $60 or something.
Yeah, if you got a decent one with the expansion pack, yeah, 40,
Yeah, I
40 or
guess they're
60
like worth
or
like decent money or whatever. But
yeah.
like the thing is, it's like I don't like at a certain point you're just like stop buying me fucking N64s. Well, you've bought me so many fucking N64s. Stop buying me N64s. So
I, I mean, well, if you luck out that, because you can always use an extra N64 controller, because once those analog sticks kind of go bad.
yeah,
So
they're
if you got
dead
this
forever.
system, yeah. If you got an extra system, hopefully you got it with an extra controller
Or two, yeah.
or two. Sure, yeah. Especially one that's like a different color than ones that you didn't have before. There's
Yeah, I
so many
hear you.
N64 controller covers.
But yeah, I had to be like, you need to stop buying me N64s. Um, and a friend of mine got it and was like, we were talking about of all of them, the penguin race game. Do you remember when you have to like race the fucking penguin?
In Mario 64,
Yeah,
of
down the.
course. Yeah.
Uh, he was like, he was talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, you just take the shortcut and beat it. And he's like, that only works in version like 1.0 of the game. Like you have to have a first edition of that game to work. And I'm like, oh, it just always worked on mine. So that's the only way I knew how to beat him. And he
Right.
like just like kind of stared at me, and I'm like, I had an N64 the day it came out, dude.
Yep. So did I.
So like that's literally the only fucking way I knew how to beat that guy. You can
Yeah,
say what the fuck you want.
I think there was like maybe in America, maybe like two revisions of Mario 64, but then Japan. This is actually the second version, because they re-released Mario 64 after the Rumble Pack came out, and
Okay.
they implemented Rumble support
Yes.
here in Mario, and then they cleaned up a couple of bugs, and that's why you can't do the infinite reverse long jump
They
clip.
did that in this. They didn't do that in
Yes,
any of the other revisions.
yes. So, but yeah, so this has been the Mario 3D collection on Switch. I hate it because I need to invert the camera, and there is no such thing. It just
I'm
blows my
okay with
mind.
I'm okay with Mario 64. I am not okay with like Mario. Sunshine, I like the game. It just feels off.
a little weird,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I mean, for $60, I mean, I guess you got to buy it now or soon because
Yeah, it's
Nintendo's
gone
going to take it
forever.
away. Be gone forever. But anyway, we are from mygamer.com. You could follow us on Twitter at mygamernews. You could follow me on Twitter at ZackGaz, ZackGaz. And until next time, thank you for watching and game on.